Hello there everyone. For the next 2 nights I'm going to be out here camping, hiking, just overall surviving, cooking some awesome food, hopefully having a good time, but we're going to see as long as the weather plays on my side. So this area that I'm actually walking along, I have been up it before, so it's not like an area that I don't really know. I do know it quite a bit. I've been up here a few times. I have camped up here once. Obviously I'm camping for 2 nights instead, but I have rough ideas of where I want to camp. But obviously what I need to do is obviously checking the ground, because it has rained up here, so the ground might not be suitable for pitch a tent, but you know, it'll be fine. As I say, I have multiple places where I could. I've got a fair few miles. The only problem is with the time of the year, it gets dark at like 4 o'clock around here. I've wasted most of the day traveling to get up here, so I've really got to push on to at least get to where I aim to be for the first night. Obviously, because where the second night is, it's should be a much better location. But it all depends if I can actually get down there still, but we will see. Down over where I'm from, unfortunately we don't get trails like this. Like, you have to travel quite far to actually find areas that look just like this, but I don't mind the travel, because to be honest, like when I get to camp out in like a lot of places like this, it's kind of worth it. Is that a helicopter? Yeah, well, I don't know if you can see that there's a helicopter rolling in. I do believe that there is a helipad of a some sort of station that is, I think it's just over there, like not over that hill, but probably over the next 3 hills. It's probably where that's going to land. Because other than that, there is nothing out here. Apart from me at the minute, I've not seen a single person. But I have seen a lot of cows though. So that's about it. But yeah, I'm trying to head over to that bit of land that's sticking out over there. I have a feeling I might not make it. Mainly because of the basis of everything's so wet and muddy. It's quite hard to sort of head through it. I'm changing the trail, or the path that I'm walking on. It does look a bit dry than what I was trying to get through, but we shall see. I mean, this is much better than what I was walking on. It was like thick, deep mud, obviously from all the cows and that. I've walked through it. I almost lost the boot, but you know, I think I'm going to stay on this bit. The only thing was that was up there, which is actually quite steep, like to climb up, but just means I'm on the lower ground now. Just at some point I'm gonna have to climb back up, but if it means not losing a boot, I'll take it. I found a lot more of that very wet, like sinking kind of mud. I'm just trying to work my way around it without either falling in or losing my boot. Because I mean, I can clean my boots, that won't be a problem, but I'd much rather not fall in it, because then I'll be completely muddy. Oh dear. So I just had to make a little stop. I was at the bottom of the hill. I have had to climb all the way back up, because the trail down there is just swamped, and if I had some wellies I could walk through it, but I thought, I've stopped off. I thought I need some water, because that was quite the climb. I got this nice little bag of like meats. I've got some little pork cocktail sausages, bits of chicken, and some chorizo sticks. I've never seen them. The Pepperami make little chorizo sticks. They're actually really nice. Perfect for being out here. But the way that terrain's going down there, there's no way I'm going to make it to my desired destination for tonight, because I can already see the sun is starting to ever so slowly set. So I'm hoping I don't have to go back down. I can probably stay at the top, and I think within the next hour I'm going to start looking for a place that I can actually set my tent up. Tomorrow though, I should easily be able to make it to the place that I have a good idea where I want to actually camp for the last night. So just going to sit down for 5 minutes and then I'll carry on walking. So it is slowly but surely now getting dark, but I'm almost at roughly where I want it to be. So there's a little bit of woodland down there, It's actually quite a popular place to fish. Last time I was up here, so many people were here fishing. If there's nothing down there, I'll show you the area where people were doing a lot of the fishing, but it's actually quite a cool place to go. But yeah, ideally I'm going to try and find somewhere nice down there, probably tucked out the way, where I can pitch up for the night, and then, you know, we'll see what the night brings. Hopefully it is a clear sky, because I want to put the GoPro out and try and do a time lapse or something of a non-light polluted, obviously, night sky, get a really good view of the stars. It's such an amazing view. It's one of the reasons why I actually got me into obviously going on a lot of hiking trips, so I just think it's amazing. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can get a good shot of it, show you guys. If not, there's always night too. But yeah, I've just got to try and get down this hill now, and then have a look around the area to see where's best to camp. But I just can't wait to get this bag off my back. It's really digging into my shoulders. Well, I found my camping spot that I want. Realistically, I was only sort of aiming for, it was just over that ridge there. That's sort of what I was heading for. Last time I come down here, this place was packed with tents, obviously people fishing. There is a pathway that does take you down there. There's some like little caves that people used to camp into, but there's nobody here. There is a tent that's like, I don't know if you can see it. It's up there just on top of the hill. When I come here last, that same tent was there, so I think it might just be abandoned, but there's no one here. There's already a nice little pile of rocks, and I can, if I can find some wood, I can make a little fire pit. But if not, it's not the end of the world, because of the stuff that I've got anyway to make my food. But you know, it'd be a bit homely, a bit nice. But yeah, I think I'm gonna pitch my tent up, and then I'm gonna run a little run around, see if I can find just some sticks or something. It's just something. I don't need a fire all night. Just something, because I've got something that I would like to cook on the fire, if I can. But yeah, I've got to pitch up my tent, and then I'll go have a look for wood. That's it, tent was set up for the night. Hopefully that'll keep me all cozy. Did find an issue when trying to put it out. Literally probably about that into the ground is a rock, so it's quite difficult getting the pegs in. I've had to put them in sort of at an angle out a bit, but I brought loads of extras, so I sort of crossed them, so it's like a crisscross. Hopefully that'll hold them in place. I mean, it's not meant to be windy tonight, but obviously I'm right where I am. Obviously I'm by the open water, so it could get windy, I don't know. But yeah, what I have done is tried to put extra pegs down, just hold it in place. I mean, to be fair, once my Bergen's in there as well, that's about 20 kilos in there. Yeah, it's gonna be weighed down, but it should be okay. Again, if it does get too windy, there is a big rock that I could probably just get behind, put the tent behind if it does get too windy, but it's not so bad, it's done. That's the main thing. What I'm going to try and quickly do is, obviously I've got this little rocks here. I was going to say puddle of rocks, pile of rocks. Make a little campfire ring. There's a little bit of a forest just around the corner around there, so I'm just going to go run around there and see if I can find some wood. That way, I've made some bread. I like making breads, and I want to cook some. I've got some butter and jam, and some for my dinner tonight as well. I think it'd be quite nice. So yeah, I'm gonna go off, try and find some sticks, and hopefully I can get a fire going tonight. Hopefully. So, time to sort out some dinner. What I've got a Uncle Ben's Korean barbecue flavoured rice. And to go alongside it, we've got some beef steak chili. The way I'm just going to do this, I've got these gels that they set on fire very, very quickly. All they do is just make sure I don't litter. You pop that in there. Once that's done, you get a lighter. Try not to, if it will sound, it's really windy. I'm trying to stay out the wind. Right, boom. That is done. So that is burning away nicely. We're going to stick this in here. So that's hopefully going to help keep the wind out. Now you've got to put this on top of here. And all I'm going to do is get my desired foods. Just try and compact this all the way in so I can get them both in there at the same time. That'll be the plan. Right, chuck that in there. Now what you're going to do, we're just going to add some water. Nice amount. Is that enough? A bit more. Bit more. And then, so I've used the smaller one, because what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to pop the bigger one on top of it. And it's just going to sort of like boil / steam cook it. It generally don't really take too long, and normally you only tend to use one gel to sort of go along with it. I have got the fire pit all built up, so while that's hopefully going to work its magic, I'm going to, well, if things go to plan, hopefully make some bread. Hopefully, those are the last famous words. But yeah, just keep an eye on that, and then we'll head over to the fire pit and get that going. I left it on a bit too long. I was a bit busy trying to sort out the other food that I forgot about it, but you know what, a little burnt, it's still alright. It's still going to go really nicely with my rice and beef and that, so let's go tuck in. Well, there we have it. Some Korean style rice, beef steak chili, and some maybe overly done a bit fresh bread. So I mean, it smells nice, so let's give it a try. you know, it's not actually that bad. The rice is actually quite nice. I can taste pineapple in there. It's actually not bad. There were like loads of different versions of these, all sorts of different menus. Now I am used to one specific like brand of these that I've had to eat loads of times before, but I thought I wanted to get one that's actually got flavour in it, and this one's actually got it. Let's try that crispy flatbread. Oh yeah, look at that. I actually managed to put the right amount of seasoning at this time. I pre-made one batch before this to see if it would work, and I put way too much salt in it, but this time around it seems that I've actually put the perfect amount in. I do have a nice can of, where it's nice and cold now, thanks to the really cold weather that I've got right now. Nice can of Pepsi Max to put it down. After that walk, that is exactly just what I needed. Whoa, I'm full. It's actually starting to get a bit chilly now. I can really feel the that cold breeze coming in from the sea. I'm obviously, well, I'm sat right next to it. It's quite peaceful. No, I can hear the waves. My tent's just behind me. Obviously, we did have a little fire, and it's still going. I didn't really get too much because the place where I got the wood from was quite a distance away, and I don't really fancy having to go back and forth. Maybe tomorrow night we'll get a bit more, but I think I'm going to clean up, get everything back in my bag. I'm going to get in the tent and get in my sleeping bag before it actually does get pretty cold. So let's get to work. I'm fed. Everywhere's all cleaned and tidied up. So the only thing that's out is obviously my sleeping accommodation. Do you know what? This place would be a great place to bring my friends, family. You know, get a proper fire going. There is a little road you can bring a vehicle down here. So, you know, it's really bad for wood. Obviously, there's only a little forest, but again, it's like, I think I just walked like half a mile just to go and find little bits. You know, if I went further, and I didn't bring my saw, so I couldn't even cut anything. So, but I got enough to do what I wanted to do, is to make the bread. But again, you can bring a vehicle down here and just bring your own wood. You could probably have quite a nice night here, or a couple of nights. It's a good place. Definitely a place of interest that I might come again with people. But did I just see a raindrop? It's very entertaining with the weather when they all week they've been saying torrential rain, next day clear skies. I don't see a single like star in the sky. There's dark clouds above me. So I think it might be a wise idea to get in the tent and just enjoy the rest of the night. It is only 6:30. It's going to be quite peaceful. I've got the sea crashing against the little cliff I'm on. So yeah, I'm going to get inside the tent, relax a bit. I've got a few movies I've downloaded, and we'll go from there. So let's get in. Honey, I'm home. Oh yeah. All alone. I don't exactly have the most high-tech sleeping bag. It's quite a thick one, so it will keep me warm. I have slept in that bag in a lot colder than this, and it has kept me very warm. Like during the night, I'm having to undo it a bit just to cool down a bit. I've only got a Rollmax. Again, I didn't really want to carry too much. I did have a light blow-up mattress that I could have brought, but I usually go camping and just take a little Rollmat out. So yeah, that's my sleeping equipment for the evening. So yeah, I'm going to take my boots off, try and get some of this mud off it, and then get in. Well, day one complete. I'm all snug now, all in the tent, just starting to warm up the sleeping bag. So I thought, while I'm doing that, I thought I had downloaded some films, but apparently not. I've only got stuff on here that the kids watch. But to be fair, I'm not complaining. If any of you have seen Ice Age, it's actually quite a good series. So I'm just gonna watch one of these, just relax a bit, and then get into bed, I think. Good morning. I actually slept really well last night. It was actually quite comfortable. The wind did pick up, but other than that, it was actually quite a good night last night. So yeah, I've got to get out, got to get packed away, and then got to keep moving on to our next destination of where we're going to stay for the night. So let's get on with it. I thought I had to show this. So got a much better view now of obviously my camping area for last night. But I think the best part is waking up to this. It was unbelievable. Like, you get nothing like this from where down where I live. It's absolutely amazing. Just look at it. Actually really hot today. It's only like 5 degrees, but I think with carrying the weight and obviously the I've just had to walk up a really steep hill with a really long set of staircases. I'm boiling, but I'm hoping that the rest of the day is just going to be like this, because if it is, then it's going to make getting to my next stop a lot easier. I've taken my coat off, so I'm hoping I don't have to keep taking it on, putting it back on and off, so we shall see. But I've come back to where all the sludge and wet mud is, so I'm going to have some fun getting through all this. One of the cool things that you can find along this trail is there are a lot of quarries. Obviously there is one where I am. There is a sign, it does say this one was called Winspit Quarry. My first campsite, which probably is only about 2 miles away from here. I didn't really see a sign for a name, so I don't know if they're all just the same, but this is the only one that I've come across that actually has a name. Obviously they've all been closed down for a very long time. There are still some remnants of buildings. So yeah, it's a pretty cool find. I mean, though the little man-made caves over there, they don't go that deep. I've had a look. There's nothing in there. They don't go far back at all. There are some more over there, and all the way down there, there are some more. I do believe that as I push on just up there, there is another one of these sites that is just like this. But it's a good place to camp. Again, if you've got a group of people, it's a great place to be. Camping, again, for fishing. Great little spot there. Normally in the summertime there are loads of people there fishing. It's a place that I might come back to do some myself, but you know, we'll see what the summer brings. But yeah, I'm gonna have a little look around this area and then gonna move on. So that was an awesome place to sort of explore. As I said, there's quite a few of them jotted all around along this trail. But yeah, I've got to get moving now because I've got about 4 to 5 hours left of sunlight before obviously it starts getting dark. and I'm only about 2 hours away from my ideal place where I want to camp. So I'm trying to camp near, or roughly near, where I'm getting picked up, so I don't have long to walk in the morning. So yeah, I better get the walking on, and hopefully I can make it there within the 2 hours. So the last time I was actually here, I camped just by that stone chair. And it's got a really awesome quote in it that I actually really like. It literally just says, "Time passes, listen, time passes." It's actually quite an awesome quote, especially being engraved on a bench, but it's pretty cool. It was a great night. This is actually the first place that I'd ever seen a non-polluted like night sky with light, and it was amazing. It's definitely a must-see that people really need to have a look at. It definitely changed a few perspectives. But I'm actually getting close to where I plan to camp for the last night. But I've also come across my absolute worst nightmare, my kryptonite, if you like, and that is stairs. There's supposed to be about 200 steps here. It goes down, and then the way up, it feels like it takes forever. It's horrible. To be fair, since coming here last, I am a lot fitter. So here's the hoping that I won't, well, nothing bad will happen. But I've been watching people going up and down it, and they've been taking about 20 minutes to go from one end to the other. We'll see. We'll see if it takes me 20 minutes, but I'm gonna get down there because I just want to get to the top. Well, I made it to the bottom. Yeah, that railing wasn't there the last time I come here, so that actually really helped coming down, because the steps they're really far apart and deep. But yeah, now I've just got to walk up. It doesn't look as steep, obviously, from down here. Well, on the camera anyway, but it is steep. There is actually two ways that you can get to the top. You can walk this way, and it takes you around it, and then you walk up. Basically, it's a very, very slight incline all the way up. Or you can just take the big steepness of all the steps of the hill combined and get it over with. I'm just going to get it over with because I just want to get to the top as quickly as I can, basically. So let's do this. Oh yeah, I think it's time to take a little rest break. I just had some guy run past me. As he went past, he went, "It's all in the hips, mate, all in the hips." Nice. But I'm nearly there. I'm nearly at the top. This is the steepest part. I don't know how well you're going to see that. It's really sunny. But we nearly made it. Nearly up there. Oh, last step. I did it. Do you know what? I'm out of breath. But I did it better that time than the first time I tried climbing that. Whew. That is a lot of stairs. And there's a bench right here. I'm going to take a seat for a bit. I think it's time for a bit of a snack. Made my own sort of little trail mix here. I've got some sour cream and onion, pretzels, honey roasted nuts, and I've got two types of M&Ms. You've got the like the cookie crunchy one and the ones that's just stuffed with chocolate. I never really eaten pretzels before, but these ones are they made me fall in love with them. Very rare to eat them. I think I had one of those giant ones like a couple of years ago. That was about it. And I saw them and I thought I'd have some of those. But after climbing that hill, this is just what I need.
So I'm pretty much in the area that I want to be for the last night. That giant hill there's a pathway. It goes all the way around it. Once all I got to do is just get on that pathway. About an hour and a half later is where I am planned to be picked up. So it's basically just trying to find somewhere now in between here and there, just somewhere suitable to camp. There are loads of good spots. Last time I was here, I did note down a few of them, but it all depends on what it's like. It was almost like just over half a year ago I was here last, so things could be a bit different. I've got time. I've still got about 3 hours before it starts getting dark, so it's plenty of time for me to try and find somewhere where I can pitch off for the night. So I found my place of sleeping for tonight. Nice little area. I've even got quite a nice view. So, and I've got a bench, so somewhere to sit, watch the sunset. Why not? But tomorrow morning, I head off back to a town called Kingston, which is where I'm being picked up. Basically the valley that I showed, I could have just camped in there, but from a distance it looked like there was loads of viable places, but the ground is quite rough. A lot of holes and little bumps, so I thought, you know what, I climbed back up this the other side of the cliff, other side of the valley, and I found this little spot. It says that if I follow, there's a trail, climb over that little public fence there, and you follow it all the way along here, and that should take me to Kingston. It does say on the marker 1.75 miles, so that's fine. So again, I plan to wake up early, so that way I can get there early and then I can head off home. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit around here, wait for the sun to start setting, and then we'll get the tent out. Well, that's me. My tent is all set up for the night. I'll put it behind this stone bench because the wind might pick up tonight, so it's blowing in from the sea, so hopefully that's going to keep me protected a bit from the wind. But yeah, I'm just going to cook some food now, and then same as last night, get into bed, watch some films, and then got to get up early tomorrow for pickup. So let's make some food. Let's have a look what we got for tonight. I think I do have a dessert, so there we go. What is it? So I've got a meatballs and pasta. I think I might cook up some rice as well. I've got some Caribbean inspired rice. But in here, where is it? There is a chocolate fudge pudding. These normally aren't that bad. So yeah, that's what we're going to cook up tonight. And there we have it, some meatballs, pasta and rice. It's not exactly like boiling hot, but it's warm. I've thought I had more of the little fuels that I have for the to heat this up, but apparently I've ran out. So I've just got the chocolate pudding currently sitting in lukewarm water, and hopefully that's going to warm it up. So other than that, after the trek that I've done today, this is definitely what I needed. So I needed that after today. That was actually really good. The brand that I've actually gone with for these MREs, the one that I used to use, didn't really have much flavour, but the flavour in these ones is so much better. But that definitely hit the spot. Let's see. I very much doubt that this is warmed up in any form of way, but let's have a look. Oh my god. I don't think you're going to see it in there, but chocolate fudge pudding. Let's give it a try. It might look a bit odd, but it might taste alright. I mean, it's got flavour. It does have flavour to it, but I think that was a weird noise for a bird. But I think if this was definitely warmer, it would be so much better. But other than that, it's pretty good. I'm gonna eat this and get tidied away, I think. Well, there you have it. I am tucked away inside the tent now. Again, it's quite warm in here, which is great. I'm just gonna watch some films, try to get an early night, because I've got to get up nice and early, because I'm being picked up around 7 o'clock, and I've got about a 20-30 minute walk along the last part of the trail to get there. So yeah, it's going to be an early one for me, but I will see you all in the morning. Good morning. That was actually another really good night. The first night was a much better location. It was more flat. This one's a bit bumpy, but the roll mat that I've got sort of broke all the bumps, so it wasn't too bad. It was another peaceful one. The wind didn't really pick up too much last night. To be fair, I wouldn't really notice it, mainly because I'm behind that big stone bench, so, and the wind's still blowing in the same direction, so probably didn't even notice it. There was a lot of helicopters flying around last night, but yeah, once I fell asleep, I'd slept through the whole night. But I've got to get packed away now, because in about 2 hours I'm due to be picked up. So yeah, I've got to get all this away, get cleaned up, and then walk down that road. There you have it. I'm probably only like 10 minutes away from the town where I'm being picked up. It's been a really good camping trip. Definitely is something that I much needed. But yeah, it's been fun. I mean, it's been a while since I've stayed out for 2 nights in a row, so yeah, it feels like camping for the first time again. I'm a bit rusty, but again, I plan to do this a bit more. I'm hoping to make a video like this at least once a month, but it all depends with like work and things like that. But that's the idea. I do have some bigger camping trip plans for the summertime with people, which would be fun. But I just wanted to get out here, get back to hiking and camping again, because as I said, after last year I think I needed it. But yeah, thanks for everyone for coming by and checking this out. Really do appreciate it. As remember, I'm no camping expert, so I'm still very a beginner at this. I didn't really do it too much, but I used to do it yeah, at least once every 2 months before, but you know, things get in the way. But yeah, thanks for coming by. If you like what you see, please leave a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.